Everybody's saying that you can't boost your creativity, but with this video I want to put all the experts out of business. I want to take this pill to see if it can not only boost my creative flow, but also my focused work. And if not, then it's kinda hopeless for most of us. What I'm holding here in my hand is a mix of caffeine and L-Theanine. And before we start the video, I want to give you a quick fact check. So you're having questions about caffeine and L-Theanine? They should be answered, right? Caffeine is a natural stimulant that can be found in, for example, coffee, tea, or cacao. It's normally a white crystalline powder that is absorbed by the body rapidly and dissolves in water quite good. It blocks the adenosine receptors, which prevents sleepiness. And what we can see is then increased dopamine and noradrenaline, which has as an effect improved attention, accuracy in tasks switching. Problems that can arise are jitteriness or fatigue. L-theanine, on the other hand, is an amino acid that stems from green or black tea leaves. This amino acid then crosses the blood-brain barrier, which promotes alpha brainwaves. This happens because it modulates the GABA or serotonin in your brain. What we then see is increased subjective alertness or the reducement of fatigue. We can also say that the L-theanine somewhat combats the jitteriness of the caffeine, which leads to a calmer energy. What also should be mentioned is that the L-theanine to caffeine ratio should be 2:1. So for example, 200 milligrams of L-theanine to 100 milligrams of coffee. Thank you for listening. Alright, thank you Dr. Han. And in order to test the effectiveness of the pill, I will make a test before and after I've consumed it. I will make a go, no-go and a Stroop test, write a short story and create a music piece without the pill consumed. And then once again, but with the pill consumed. Let's go. So what is the go, no-go task? You will measure the control of me to not respond to stimulation. In the following trials, only press the spacebar if you see the message go. Do nothing, no-go if you see the following message. No-go, press nothing. Now press the spacebar to start. Alright, this was it. Show data. So these numbers that you see in the middle row is actually the response speed, how fast I was. And I'm interested to see if this will be faster or slower or whatever. So let's go over to the Stroop task and let me explain to you what this is. Stroop task instructions. In this task, you will see color names, red, green, blue, yellow, in different print colors. You need to respond to the print colors. For example, if you see green, which is basically red, you need to respond to the print color, red, and press the associated button R. The other buttons used in the study are G, B, Y for green, blue, and yellow. What is this? Fuck. The Stroop effect is incongruent minus congruent 117 milliseconds. This is the reaction time, I suppose. And I also had some mistakes in the beginning, so we are going to see if this actually improves when I've taken the pill or if it does not change at all. So now it's time for me to write the short story. So I've basically now generated with Grok 2 different plots that I can write a short story about, and then I'm going to write it, take the pill, write it again, upload it and see basically what the AI tells me is more creative. And here are the two plots. First plot is a retired assassin discovers his final target from 20 years ago is still alive and now lives next door as his quiet elderly neighbor who brings him casseroles every Sunday. And the second plot is in 2047, the last human-born child on Earth dies. The android population immediately begins raising digital replicas of her memories, competing to create the most authentic version of her. The replicas start fighting each other. I'm going to pick the second one now. So I'm going to use the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes. Then I'm going to take a short break and then 25 minutes on the creating a music piece. 25 minutes from now on. Short story, finished. I've written 642 words. If you want to read it, you can find the first link down in the description. There will also be then the second version. Now, quick pause, and then I will go over to making a quick music piece in 25 minutes or so. And it's finally time to take the pill. Is you ready? I hope so, because let's get it. Alright, what do you think? I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. Like, I know it's not the best, but it's better than nothing, right? And now it's time to take the pill. How do I do it? Tastes a little bit weird. Yeah, I guess. I'm transforming. No, it will take some time until it actually works, and I'm going to wait this time now. Then I will be back, taking the tests again, writing another short story, and creating another beat. Let's wait a bit. So the effects have now officially onset. Let me tell you how I feel. I feel very light and calm, and my mind is not wandering. I feel actually quite focused. I sound a little bit like I'm on drugs, but I'm not. I'm actually quite calm and focused. So we have to do the tests right now. Okay, let us now start once again with the go, no-go test to see if it is changed. Let's go. I'm going to put this information then into Grok to see if it can average out the values and if I'm actually faster. But before we do this, I must go over the Stroop task. What I noticed that I had problems getting into flow. Now I have asked Grok to calculate the average number between my values 1 and 2 in the go no go task. And it has now found, when we are excluding the 2000 values, that picture 2 is actually faster with an average number of 308, meaning the values are lower. Hence, I'm a bit faster now in the second task. This means I'm a little bit more focused, but not really that insanely much. I'm going to write the creative story. And one point that I had in my mind is that I have already seen the other part of the generated story. So I could have possibly thought already about it. So I'm now going to generate new 2 options to write a short story about. Story plot number 1. A woman wakes up every morning with yesterday's memories perfectly intact, but only hers. Everyone else remembers a slightly different version of the previous day, where she did something she never did. Second one. In the near future city, people's remaining natural lifespan is displayed by a glowing number above their head. A black market surgeon starts secretly extending lives by stealing years from the terminally ill. I'm going to pick the second one. So the time is now officially up and I have not finished to write the short story. I have written 991 words, which is nearly 1000 words, but I'm now not going to instantly upload the text to Grok and to see which one is more creative from AI perspective. I'm now first of all going to create the beat. I'm not really finished with the beat. The layout is okay, everything is okay, but I didn't mix it yet. So what you're going to hear is not the final product, but nearly to the final product. So are you ready? Let's get it. Let me know down in the comments which beat did you like more. The one without caffeine and L-Theanine or the one with caffeine and L-Theanine. I'm awaiting your answer down in the comments because this is the question that I can't settle alone, of course. We are now going to see which text is from AI perspective more creative. And guess which text has been written under the influence of caffeine and L-Theanine. I'm now interested what is it going to generate. The surgeon dog is objectively more creative due to its intricate world building, moral ambiguity, and noir thriller element. The emotional breakdown dog was likely written under caffeine and L-Theanine influence, given its philosophical flow and focused intensity despite minor error. Interestingly, the surgeon dog is written under caffeine and L-Theanine influence. Grok is actually also saying that it's written more creatively, which I think is very good. The effects are now gone, but the results are still in my head. We've seen that in the go no-go test I was actually fast. In the Stroop test I was slower, but this was because I messed up the keys on my keyboard. Does this now actually relate 100% to the pill? I can't really say. Grok mentioned that my text under the influence of the pill was more creative, especially because of the philosophical insights and the word building. For the beat, I now need you to actually write down in the comments which one you liked the most, because this is something that I can't really tell. I understand that there are some critique points. For example, I could have faked the results. I could have engaged myself more in the tasks after I've taken the pill. But there's one thing that I want to say to this. It makes no sense. I wanted to see for myself the effectiveness and my reaction to the pill. I wanted to see what life is like under the influence of caffeine and L-Theanine. Not only was I more focused and more attentive, I was actually able to be working more effectively, and it boosted also my creativeness, even if it's just a little bit. If you enjoyed this episode, then I need you to do 3 things. First of all, smash the like button. Second of all, subscribe. And last thing but not least, write down in the comments I'm in if you would actually try this pill as well. And then see you in the next video.